Hey guys, I'm back with another What Sold on eBay video. Before we get into it though, I want to thank you guys. Yesterday was the very first day for this channel, and I want to thank you guys for those of you who subscribed, watched the video, commented. I appreciate all that. It was amazing. I think we got 11 subscribers in the first day, which is fantastic. So again, thank you guys. Thank you those on the Facebook group who showed a lot of love, left some comments, and threw me a subscribe. So I really appreciate that. But this video is going to be a little bit different. This is a what's sold on eBay video, and I'm going to show you what I sold from August 7th through August 11th. So not a whole lot of days, but there's a lot of stories in there. And the way I like to ramble, I'm sure this video is going to end up being 20 minutes or something, even with just that many short amount of days. But I wanted to start this video with what I picked up today and listed. All these first few items will be what I actually picked up today and listed, and I'll tell you where I got them from, how much paid, and I'll show you how much I listed them for. So let's get right into that. This very first listing is a Pioneer CD recorder, and I picked this up off of lookwhatifound.bid, and I think I won this bid for $8. I won this for $8, and luckily, the Look What I Found.bid is local to me, so I can go and pick this up. I don't have to pay shipping. And I for $8, I listed this one for $99.95, so that's pretty solid. And this was a really clean, a very clean unit. Now I think this is the one that didn't. There's another one coming up next, but this is the one that didn't have a power supply, so it was untested. So right when I won this bid, I went ahead and ordered a power supply for it and hoped that it worked. And sure enough, it did, and it was very, very clean. So I have, I guess, $12 into this. It was $4 for the power supply with free shipping. So I have $12 into this, and again, listed for $99.95. So that was a very good win on the auction site. And here's the other thing I won on that auction site. This again is another Pioneer CD player. I won this for $4. And it had the power supply, so I didn't have to put anything else into it. It was tested according to the site, so I knew it would work right away. And we listed this for $49.95. So yeah, it was pretty, again, really clean unit. Not a whole lot of scratches or anything on it. The LCD screen there looks great. So yeah, this is going to be a nice little sale for me. On to the next one. I picked this up today at the St. Vincent de Paul. They had 50% off electronics, which is my favorite day of the week. And I got this. This was originally $15. I'm noticing, this is the very first VCR combo I've bought and tried to flip. I'm noticing that the VCR combos pretty much every place I go, $15, that's it. That's the price. So if they're there on half price day, I'll pick them up. This was the very first one I've ever picked up. So I paid $8 for this, and I listed it for $49.95. Now it doesn't have a remote, but I was able to test it. I have a little tester TV. I hooked it up. The VCR player worked. The DVD player worked. I put some pictures in there with showing that it worked. So $8, $49.95. Not a bad flip, I guess. We'll take that. All right, this is I had a pretty good day finding remotes. Found 3 remotes, one of which is going to go to my tester TV, which didn't have a remote, so I was very happy to find a remote for it. But this is a Sony CD player remote. This was $1 at the St. Vincent de Paul, and I listed it for $10.95. So again, these are all pickups, stuff I got today. On to the next one, again, another remote, $1, same place, St. Vincent de Paul. Not much to say about this. JVC remote. When you're there, guys, when you're at the stores, just, if they have usually it's like a big nasty looking bin with a bunch of remotes in it, just take a second, look around in there. Maybe you'll find something like I've never really found remotes. I see people selling remotes all the time, but I've never really found them. Today I found 3, one of which I'm keeping for my own TV, so that's good. And then when you take the pictures, you show the front, the back, and again, you take the battery cover off, take the batteries out to show there's no corrosion. So $1 into $17.95 plus shipping, so it's not bad. This, I wanted to throw this in there. I did buy this today, and this was probably the bad buy of the day. This is Matt's bad buy of the day. So I've seen videos on other channels where they buy the Cooper coolers, and it just, again, triggered my mind. Oh, a Cooper cooler. Okay, yeah, I've heard people selling these. This was $10. Yes, I paid $10 for this. And I remembered after I paid for it, got out to my car, was driving. I'm like, oh, I got a Cooper cooler. Then something else dawned on me. The one that sells the best is the Cooper Cooler Tailgater. I learned this on Garage Flip's channel. Cooper Cooler Tailgater edition. This was not one of those Tailgater editions. So, $10. Again, the bad buy of the day. I'm not going to lose money on it, but I'm not making a whole bunch. $24.95 is what I listed it for, plus shipping. If it sells, great. It seemed like an older model once I started looking a little closer, but, what can you do? Sometimes you buy some bad ones. I don't know. All right, so that's all that I picked up today and listed today. On to what I've sold. So this is what I've sold from August 7th until the 11th. So I think it's like 17 things or 15 things, something like that. And a few of them have some stories. So it's, again, it doesn't seem like a whole lot of stuff, but it'll make for... I didn't want to make another 51-minute video. So we'll do this lot today. And then I'll show tomorrow, the next day, whenever the next video comes out, I'll show you what I got from the 12th on until present day. So these are some Rush Limbaugh books I picked up at St. Vincent de Paul. I paid $4. I paid $1 a book. This was still sealed. This is the reason I saw this on the shelf. It was sealed, and usually things that are sealed catch my eye. And I say, oh, that's brand new. I'll at least look it up. And sure enough, paid $4 for these, $1 a hardback, and I got $34.95. And the lady who bought these, I think it was going to California, she sent me a message, hey, can you send these by media mail? I said, sure, no problem, and sent them by media mail. It was much cheaper than sending them first class, priority, or whatever, priority. But, so yeah, some Rush Limbaugh books, $4 into $34.95 plus shipping. Pretty nice. Okay, here you go. Got a little neat desk digital filing system. So I guess the idea behind this is you put your papers in there, they scan, and then end up on your computer as a file. So, keeps your desk neat. I paid $20 for this at Goodwill, I believe, quite a while ago. Now, when I looked it up in Goodwill, again, you see it has the box. It's got, all the cords, got some paperwork. So it was very, very complete. That's what, first drew me to it. When I looked it up, it looked like they were going for a lot more. But when I got home and looked even closer, I had, let me see, I think I show it. I had like an older version of this that only worked with their, like, Windows 7, Windows XP, like XP, Vista, and 7. So this was an older, I think 2010 version of this. And there's much newer versions that sell for a lot more. This was not a newer version. So, but for $20, I still got $74.95 plus shipping. So we still did okay on it. All right, this is a game I sell very, very often in my store. This is Mario Kart Wii. I got $1 into this. I'm not really going to say too much about it other than this is Mario Kart Wii. You can see it had some scratches. Showed a picture of that. But here it is. I show a picture of it actually working. That's in my basement. Tested it out. Played a game or two. $14.95 I got for this plus shipping. So $1 into $14.95. Pretty good. Pretty easy. Again, very easy. Take a few pictures. Get to play some games. Sounds good to me. Throw it in a little bubble mailer and off it goes. So yeah, I'll flip this game all day long. I'll flip video games all day long. Not a whole lot of profit unless you get some really rare one. But still, profit nonetheless. Alright guys, I showed you this yesterday in the video. This is those water and ice filters. A lady ordered these from me. She lived in Puerto Rico. I didn't do international shipping at the time, so I had to cancel the order. It was the first kind of bump in the road I had in selling. But I relisted these, and someone else bought them very, very soon after that lady bought these. Soon after relisting these, I sold these. I got about $2 into both of these, so about $1 a piece, and I sold them for $44.95 plus shipping. So not bad. All right, and I want to point out that last find was my wife's find. This is another wife find. Here, this is a pocket amplifier. You put it in your pocket, put a little thing in your ear, and it amplifies sound. My wife found this at St. Vincent de Paul. We were both there picking, doing a little shopping, and she found this. I think we paid $15 for this, It was brand new in here. It had never been taken out or used. The box was open, but it was brand new inside there. So we sold it. Knew other, that it was, open box, but it had never been used. And we picked this up for $15, and we got $119.95 for this pocket amplifier. I couldn't believe it. When I got home, when I looked them up in the store, I was like, wow, I can't believe that sells for that much, but there it is. All right, story time. This is ink. I paid $3 for this Sharp ink, and it sold for $57.95. Asterisk. It did sell for $57.95. The lady in New York received this, left positive feedback, seemed like she was very happy. And then about a week later, she sends me a message. She says, hey, I ordered that ink from you. I recently got a new printer, and I no longer need that ink. And I was like, well, okay, no problem. She said, can I return it? But here's the problem. She had opened it already. She had opened this outer pack. So it comes in this nice little outer shell, little 2-pack. Looks beautiful. Again, I sold this for $57.95, so this was like a $60 sale with shipping. She had opened that outer shell, and she had opened the boxes inside, but she had not opened the packages inside the box, if that makes sense. So this is again the very first return I've had where the person actually received the item and wanted to return it to me. So I panicked, called eBay. The guy pretty much told me, and this is a good lesson for us beginner sellers, the guy pretty much told me, in your listing, did you put that you do not accept returns if the package has been opened or damaged? I did not. I did not have that in my listing. So now that's in all of my listings now. But he pretty much said, basically, his words were, listen, man, you're just going to have to bite the bullet on this one or eat the cost on this one, something along those lines. So I asked the lady, well, she described what she was sending to me. And I said, well, will you take a picture and show me what you're trying to send me back? And I'll show you what I just received these today back. So this kind of irritated me a bit. But, again, this is just part of the business. A good learning tool for me. I spent, like I said, I think $2 or $3 on these. I think $3. So not super expensive. This was a $60 sale, but this is what I got back. So you see what I have there in the package. This is what I got back. Okay, I got this, and I got this, and then she threw in an extra one. So that was like the prize for accepting the return. So these are still sealed inside this little bag, but they are no longer in this nice little package with the nice boxes. Those are long gone. It's just this now. So, like I said, that's a $60 sale. These, they'll still sell. It'll be harder to sell. They're not going to sell nearly as fast. I think these go for about $13 or $14. I have them listed for plus shipping. So I'll get about a $50 sale out of all three. I guess the silver lining is I'll have 3 sales, I think, unless someone buys all 3. I guess chances to get 3 feedback, maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to find some sort of positive note in all this, but that's what I received back. The guy from eBay said, since you don't have that in your listing, that you don't accept returns if the package has been opened or damaged, then you're kind of, it's just, a learning lesson is basically what he said. A little learning lesson for you. So now that's in all of my listing, but it's a good lesson for all of us, I guess, who are new to selling on eBay. So yep, that's that. All right, I showed several lots of these World of Nintendo stuff yesterday, 3 lots. Basically, I had this big bag of World of Nintendo stuff. I bought the bag for $8, so I have about $2 into each lot. I made 4 lots. The first 3 lots were they're like these click-together tiles. They had some minifigures with them. I made 3 lots of those, and then I took all the extra. This is kind of a random Mario figures. Not all of these are World of Nintendos. That row right there, the second row at the top, that's World of Nintendo, but the rest of them were like McDonald's toys and just like Connect's toys. So there was like different Marios from different sets. So I said, well, these are, somebody's going to want these for their kid. Have a bunch of Mario figures, so I just laid them all out here, as you can see. Took a picture, took several pictures of them, standing up, just tried to make it look nice. But I got $29.95 for this, so I got about $2 into this lot. $29.95. So that for the total of the World of Nintendo bag, I paid $8 for this big box of World of Nintendo stuff, and I made a sale for $45, $40, $40, and $30. So like $150 worth of World of Nintendo stuff for $8. So just keep an eye out for that kind of stuff. You know, it may not, individually this stuff was not really worth a whole lot. Maybe a buck or two for each one of these little guys. Some went for a little bit more, but if you lot it all together, you can make a nice little sale. Worked out pretty good. All right, this is a Philips jog-proof CD player. This was brand new and sealed, never been used before, so that was very nice. A gentleman messaged me. He said, "Hey, I really want to buy your Philips. I have an old Philips and it finally conked out. I want to get a new one, and I'm looking at yours. Can you tell me what size jack that is?" Well, it's a, I sent him a message. I said, I'll take a picture of it. So I took a picture of the jack and put it on the listing. I said, it's, I think, a 3.5 millimeter. It's a standard size jack. So the guy says, awesome. He was sending me messages. I was sending him messages right back. He said, well, I'm looking at a couple other ones that are a little bit cheaper than yours, but I really want to buy yours because you're getting right back to me. You're answering my questions. You're taking extra pictures. Basically, I was going the extra mile for this guy. So, sure enough, about 20 minutes after that last message, he went ahead and purchased this. So, another little tip there, if you're around and you can answer questions as quickly as possible, sometimes it helps you land a sale. And in this case, it did. So, not bad. I think I paid $5 for this at St. Vincent de Paul. So $44.95, $5, not bad. Here it is again, guys. This is Mario Kart Wii. Again, like I said, I flip this game pretty often on my channel because you see this a lot of garage sales and sometimes at the thrift store. So this is Mario Kart Wii, and here's a little lesson for you if you're flipping this game. So I sold the other one for $14.95. That was just the game. I sold this with 2 wheels for $17.95. So those 2 wheels didn't really add value to this too much. I had this listed for quite a while for this game, a couple of weeks, 3 weeks maybe, and it was, at a higher price, and it just wasn't selling, and I dropped it a little bit, and I got a little bit impatient with this one, I would say, because I flipped the other one so quickly. But the wheels, those are 2 Wii brand wheels, didn't really add a whole lot of value to this whole set. So I think in the future, I'll just flip the game for $14.95, and I guess I'll just have a pile of Wii wheels, in the basement piling up. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I could maybe sell those 2 Wii wheels as their own lot, maybe, for, I don't know, $5, $10, I don't know. But just a little something. Again, Mario Kart Wii, a game you'll see quite a bit flipped in this channel. Alright, these are, this is a Wii controller with a nunchuck. This is just a regular Wii controller. This is not the Motion Plus. This is the original model of this controller. Got a little nunchuck. Learned this on several channels, so I usually buy Wii bundles if I can get them for like $15 to $30 maximum. If they've got a couple of controllers, they got a console that's not in bad shape, if they've got extra games, great. But usually I'll get the bundle and then I'll break the bundle up. So I'll sell just the console for like $24 to $30, somewhere in there. And again, I won't pay more than $30 for it. So usually the console makes up for the price. And then if there's a couple of controllers, those can go for like, this can go for $11 or $12. I think I sold 2 of these actually to the same person there, 2 sold for $10.95. So I don't, I'm not really sure how much I have into these, a buck or 2. But yeah, I sold both to the same person. I got like $22 off this sale. And just another little tip, sometimes, and you'll see that coming up here in the last 3 listings, sometimes things are better split up than they are as a complete unit. And this was one of those times. And I do that now. I have tons of Wii controllers listed now. I've got a couple of consoles listed. I've got a sensor bar listed. I've got the power supply. So when you get the console, you can sell the console, the sensor bar, the power supply, the controllers. Basically split it all up. Now, the power supply and the sensor, you're not going to get a whole lot, $5 to $10 for that. But if you paid $15 to $30 and you get $30 for the console, everything else is just gravy on top. So that's not, not bad sales. So, and you see a ton of it out there, yard sales, thrift stores. I see a ton of this stuff, and I get to the point where I'm like, man, I don't really want to buy another Wii console. But then someone says, yeah, you can have the whole thing for $15. I'm like, well, how can I leave it? In good conscience, how can I leave that sitting there on the table? I just can't. I mean, they're easy sales. All right, picked this up for $20 at Goodwill. Took a while to sell. This wasn't, I didn't sell this as quick as I thought it would. This is brand new in box, never been used. So it wasn't super hard to list. This was one of the very first items I bought. This was one of the very first items I spent. In my mind, $20 is a lot of money. But we ended up selling it for $62.95 plus shipping. And like I said, it took a while. It took probably a month or something to sell this thing. Didn't sell nearly as good as I thought. All right, the last three here, and they're all related. And they all have a little story with them. So I went to a garage sale. Lady was out there. She had this Sony portable DVD player in a box. And I said, how much do you want for this? She said, $2. I said, perfect. So I bought it because it had the box, had all the cables, the cords, the player was in there. You know, can't really test this stuff at the yard sale. So I get it home thinking, man, I've got a heck of a score. $2. These things sell usually between $40 and $50 if they're working. But I get this home, and this particular unit did not work. So put the CD in, but the thing wouldn't read the CD. And I looked up on YouTube, how do you fix it if it doesn't read a CD? And it's not a hard fix for somebody who can do that kind of stuff. I can't do that kind of stuff, and I really don't want to spend the time doing that kind of stuff. It's like, you know, mess with the laser, and I don't know. Not super hard. So what I decided to do, well, I have this thing here. I might as well try to make some money off. I only spent $2, so no problem. So I sold this as is, not working, for parts only. So again, this bundle, if this worked, if I'd have turned it on, it worked just fine. I would have sold this between $40 and $50, and been very, very happy. A $2 flip into, you know, $2 into 40 or 50 is great. But this one did not work, so I sold this for $10, for $9.95, and I probably could have got more for this because this sold pretty quickly. But again, it wasn't working. Put it right there, for parts only, DVD player only, you know, not working, etc. So show the pictures of it, not working. Very clean unit, you know, nothing wrong. It just didn't work. So I got $2. I maybe have I don't know, 35 cents, 50 cents into this, something like that. 50 cents I would say into this. So I got $10 plus shipping, pretty good. And here comes the rest of it. So on the bottom of that DVD player, there was this. I popped this off. I didn't even realize this was something that was there. I didn't know this. So I looked up the DVD player. It had a model number. I popped this off the bottom like, oh, this is something different. It had a different model number. So I looked this up, and to my surprise, this little Sony, it's like a Sony rechargeable battery for the portable DVD players, this sold for $32.95 plus shipping. So again, the 50 cents maybe into this $2 DVD player that didn't work, and I was able to sell this battery alone for $33 plus shipping, which is great. Sold the DVD player for $10 that wasn't working, so that's $42, $43 there. And then I sold the little power adapter that goes with it. So again, this has a different model number than the rest of it. So I looked this up, and this little power adapter sold for $8.95 plus shipping. So what's that, like $55 in sales or something? Almost $60. I have one more piece to this. It's like a car charger, and I think that's going for about $10. So I'll get about $60 or $65 out of a broken DVD player that, if it worked, would have netted me about $40 to $50. So that's just kind of the lesson of the day, is sometimes when, you know, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade, as they say. And that's what we did here. We got a broken DVD player. We split it up, sold all the parts off, and we made more than we actually would have if the thing worked. So, all right, guys, that is it for this video today. Again, thank you to everyone who subscribed yesterday and those who watched the video and commented. I really appreciate that. That was awesome. I was, surprised that we got, that had so many views and subscribers. So again, guys, thank you very much. Another video coming probably tomorrow, the next day, same kind of what sold on eBay, and I'll probably start that video again with like what I picked up for the day. I kind of like including that so you can see, I've been out grinding. This is what I got today. This is what I paid for it. This is what I sold, what I'm hoping to sell it for. So thank you guys very, very much. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Peace.